Hello everyone, Erica Rock, Spiritual Catalyst, here to talk about the energy trends of 2025 and perhaps making sense of what's driving you, where these sudden passions are coming from, this clarity is coming from. So, for some reason, as we started to enter 2025, I noticed within myself and my journey, and looking around at people close to me, it seems as though there has been a cosmic fire that has been lit underneath our asses. Like, entering 2025, I have not been able to stop creating. There's all these things I've been wanting to create, products that I want to craft. And it's like, now is the time. I'm not sure why before wasn't the time. Obviously I wasn't super committed, but there's been this like energy that's saying now is the time, because if not now, when? What are you waiting for? More time to become available? All the planets to align, which they are this month. We've got this rare cosmic alignment. But yeah, people are feeling really inspired to like get stuff done. And there's this commitment, like 2025 is the year for me. I've heard this a lot. I've heard myself say it. I've heard other people that are close to me say it. And it's like this collective thing where so many people are feeling that. Like, it's time to do the things I've wanted to do and I haven't done them for whatever excuses I'm making. Because we're human and we like to do that, right? We're typically in our own way. So, the energy is clearing things. It's like Ganesh coming through and stomping out the resistance, clearing the path so you can see where you need to go and move forward fearlessly. And so not only projects and things that I've wanted to create are coming alive, and I'm participating and doing all the things, and a lot of it's completely guided, and I've been channeling a lot of it. Basically, I heard a voice that was like, instead of buying things at the store, you know, I'm a master herbalist. I know how to make household cleansers. I know how to make herb baths. I know how to make alcohol alternative beverages that have like cognitive enhancements and nootropics and adaptogenic herbs and lusciousness. For the love of dogs and cats, like I love my animals so much. Hey, Kathy! I love my animals so much, and I want to show them how much I love them by making them treats that aren't filled with filler and processed crap that brings on disease. So I'm like, I know how to do that. Why am I not doing that? I want to make my own shampoos, my own conditioners. I've already been making my own skin lotions and divine eye balm. And it's time to really like get down to basics and live the old ways where we made things. We didn't, you know, there wasn't a grocery store to just go buy shower gel and body moisturizer and face moisturizer. Like, we can be making these things at home that are organic, that are fair trade, that are, everything is harvested in a way that's honoring to the planet. And so, in a way, I'm feeling like 2025 is the year that I make a profound difference in my life and the life of my family, those around me. So that's happening. I've also been, and other people around me are feeling guided. We're also taking a look at our lives and doing like an evaluation. So I'm currently, these two things on my path for 2025, I'm walking this. Walking the path of love, because it occurred to me one day that there's all this distortion, that love is underneath everything, even when people behave in ways that look really dark. There's love underneath everything, but there's levels of distortion that are above it. And I'm interested in looking at that distortion and bringing the light through to alchemize that distortion so I'm able to show up in my purest essence of unconditional divine love. Lofty goal. I've already had like crazy things happen, but I'm on my way and I'm committed. So committed. The other thing I'm really committed to, because it just dawned on me, like I'm 51. It's time for me to know myself. What my capacities are, my propensities, my strengths, my weaknesses. Look at what I value. Where are my morals? Who inspires me? Why do they inspire me? And because whenever we look at that, we see things in them. They're a mirror for us, right? So that's happening. And I'm meeting a ton of people that these two energy themes, love and know thyself, are really up. And when I look at the bigger picture of perhaps personally why these things are really up for individuals is so that it will affect the collective. Because if we're living in a world where we're showing up in love with super clarity about our dharma, wow, like just wow, think of the implications of that. So that's been happening. And then other things, I'm taking a look at my friendships and what I value and what lifts me up and what perhaps drags me down. What kind of energy do I want around me? I'm like really like honing in on what's really important. And as I'm contemplating this, and the synchronicity that's been happening has been laughable. I'm sure you're like, oh yeah. I think something and boom, there it is. So I'm contemplating these things this morning, and then I see this post. It says 2025 is a personal year. If you stress me out, I disappear. If you bring unnecessary drama, I'm gone. If you show fake support, I distance myself. You disrupt my peace, I block access. You underestimate my growth, I move in silence. You cross boundaries, I cut ties. She said, this year is all about protecting my energy. I like to think of it more as just being really clear about what are deal breakers, what you want, what you don't want, and, using the contrast to get like so precise. Because this is our life, it's not a dress rehearsal. And one thing I contemplate and think about as different things show up in my life is when I'm laying on my deathbed, what will be the things that matter most? So I measure things against that. And I know that might seem like, wow, okay, that's interesting, but it works for me, and perhaps it'll work for you if you start doing it. She said she wants to focus on her goals. Oh yeah, I can so relate. And surround herself with genuine people. A friend of mine used to always say, keep the company of saints. Keep the company of like-minded souls, like-minded individuals, people that want to build you up and you want to build them up. People that inspire one another, cheerlead one another on, really see each other, hear each other, can show up for each other. Because one of the number one things that can drag us down, bring drama, stress us out, are our relationships. It's like one of the top 5, obviously, right? Health is like number 1, and then relationships. So it's time to really get clear about like what kind of people do we want to surround ourselves with. And not feeling bad for removing yourself from something that feels toxic. We don't really owe anyone an explanation, because at the end of the day, the only person we need to, like, who we need to answer to is ourselves and the infinite. So I'm seeing these trends, and it's happening with me, it's happening all around me. And of course it is, because like I'm vibrating a certain thing, right? So of course I'm like attracting all these people that are going through similar things. And I just feel like with all of the hidden, nefarious, manipulative, deceitful, lying, cheating, manipulating, power controlling stuff that's been going underneath the surface, that's kind like finally coming to the light of the awareness for us to see it. It's, time to do some cleaning within our lives and get in right relationship with life, in right relationship to what we value and care about. And may the choices that we make reflect that. I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was saying to her, I try so hard to keep my life simple and to keep my thoughts simple. And so there's these two things, and it's not always this black and white, of course, but this road, every single choice and decision we make either leads us toward what we want, towards the life we want, towards that which we prefer, towards that which makes our heart sing, towards that which brings joy, or it does not. And what if we made things that simple that we measure everything against this? Well, it is, changing my diet and doing like a 11-day juice cleanse going to bring me towards what I want or away? If you were doing a 11-day Twizzler and Sour Patch Kid fast, perhaps it would take you away from what you're wanting. So I try to measure and keep it that simple. And even though I try to keep it this simple, my mind will still try to like put down in there, oh but, that little like funny little foolish mind does those games. But when we make it this clear, it's either bringing me here or there. I'm going here. And with every choice and decision, with everything with every opportunity, with every person that comes across your path, whatever you're invited to, whatever, which way is it going to take me? Life is actually super simple, and we tend to make it very complicated. So may 2025 for you be the year of you, which benefits everybody, by the way. It's not selfish at all. It benefits everyone when you're honoring yourself. You give other people permission to honor themselves, and we inspire one another. So go inspire as many people as you can today. All my love. Thank you for listening, connecting in. If you have any questions or want to share your thoughts in regards to this discussion, please post in the comments below. And if you know someone that could derive some value from the message today, please share it with them. I always appreciate that. So until next time, all my love.